When the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo rolls around every year, there is a lot of focus on livestock and rodeo. Imagine that. But this event hosts many more competitions for students. Hi there, I'm KHOU 11 digital anchor BRANDI Smith. Every year at Rodeo Houston, kids compete in the School Art Contest, the Graphic Design Contest, the Agrobotics Contest, and more. Here at KHOU 11, we're excited to highlight the winners of the 2023 writing competition. Houston area fourth graders submitted their essays and poetry. Those entries were judged by Trailblazer committee volunteers and a panel of celebrity judges on their ideas, organization, voice, sentence fluency, conventions, and presentation. Without further ado, here are this year's 2023 writing competition champions, all 8 of them reading their award-winning essays and poems. The theme, If I Had a Pony.
I'm Claire PUMPHREY. What if he'd said yes? I was sitting in a hay bale, feeling the freezing cold air tickling my hair, the wind brushing my face, distant leaves falling off trees. I could hear distant moos and my dad's loud tractor. My brother was playing around, and I was sitting, thinking, like usual. This time it was different. I just asked my dad for a pony, and he'd refused. So I wondered, what if he'd said yes? I'd raised our chestnut pony, Wildflower, across the farm until we were swallowed up by a canopy of trees. While jostling along, we'd stop wherever the metal detector beeped. At first, we wouldn't find anything exciting, just bottle caps and soda cans. But as we passed into our arched tree, I imagined we had entered a enchanted section of the forest. We would soon hear a loud beep, and we'd slide off Wildflower, crouch on the musky floor, and start digging. We'd find an ancient coin. Squinting at the coin, it was dated 1836. How cool and rare. Imagine it being dropped by someone coming to defend the Alamo. Later, I heard Dad searching for a bowl that was lost in the woods. Wildflower and I would dash to far back of the woods. We would weave like a needle and thread through the trees and trail the peaceful river, listening for any sign. Suddenly, I'd hear a faint woo and follow the sound, see the bowl, and dash after it. We'd be on its tail, swerving round, leading it towards the group and rounding it back in. Dad would look at me and say, "You know, cowgirl, someday you might be good at riding in a rodeo." "Hey, you two, you ready to go?" I started on my daydream to see my dad standing behind us. I nodded and slid down the bale, wiping my hands on my jeans. Was the story in my head ever going to come true? Weeks later, my parents surprised us with a puppy. I wonder if she likes to treasure hunt and chase cows.
My name is Logan. I was training my pony when I got the newspaper. When I looked at it, my eyes widened with joy. It said anyone who had a pony could participate in a race this Saturday. I had to participate. I could not miss out on this. I had to practice because I knew there would be other people participating. It's the Tuesday before the race, which means I only have 3 days to practice. I'm sitting at the kitchen table when I notice a newspaper on the counter. It says there's a 50% chance of storms all week. I gasp. Hopefully I can still practice for the race. I better get to bed before it gets too late. The next day I looked outside. It was thundering. It was like that the rest of the week. I hadn't been able to practice. Now I'll never be able to win. I get handed the newspaper. I look at it and see the race has been rescheduled till next week because of the storm. Now I have time to practice. Also, hopefully it won't be storming. I practice all week until the day comes. I head to the race and get ready. The racing coaches count down from 10 to 1. Then they say go. I jumped on my pony. It was a 2-mile race, so even if I got a little behind, I could still catch up. After about 4 minutes of riding, everyone was behind me except for one person. It's a close race. The finish line is just up ahead. It's neck and neck, but I crossed the finish line first. The person in second place was sad, but I cheered him up and told him he did a good job. I asked him if he wanted to be friends, and he said yes. I taught him how to race faster, and he beat me in the next race. I cheered him on, though, and said congratulations, because that's what real friends do. And now I have a new friend, and so does my pony.
Hi, my name is Madison KLOESEL, and I got 3rd place in the Houston Rodeo Essay Contest. Here's my essay. If I had a pony, my life would be complete. A perfect cowgirl I would be. My pony would be named something tough, like maybe Storm Chaser or Tornado. One night, I had a dream that I was walking downtown because I didn't have a pony to ride, and I saw a lady with 3 ponies. 3 ponies! I went over to get closer to the ponies and noticed a sign behind the lady that said, "Pony Challenge. Take care of a pony for 3 weeks and see if you can win the prize, a free pony." I said, "That is the most amazing thing ever." I signed up, straight away and waited to see what pony I'd be given the next day for the challenge. Our family went to sit on the porch and waited for my pony to arrive. There it came. The pony trailer parked by my house, and there coming out of the trailer was the most beautiful pony ever. It also looked tough, like it could take on anything. It was perfect. I ran over to the pony named Canyon. She was brown all over, and her mane and tail were a lighter brown. In the next few weeks, Canyon and I became the best of friends. Canyon had to help with work around the fields, but we still also got to play a lot. I gave her baths and fed her every day. We ran around the fields over and over, and I taught her tricks. After 3 weeks, I took her down to the downtown stables and was ready to show off the hard work Canyon and I put in. We showed all of our tricks, and Canyon looked like she's having the best time of her life, and so was I. We won the contest, and Canyon was officially mine. We headed home to celebrate. Next, I felt a tapping on my head and was awakened by my little sister playing with My Little Ponies on my head. Even though it's just a dream, I hope someday I will have a pony.
If I had a pony, have you ever thought of what it'd be like to get a pony? Those small, cute horses that you see in petting zoos? Personally, I've always wanted to own one. I love their smallness and their personality and everything about them. I know exactly what I'd do if I had a pony. First, I'd name it something cheerful, like Randolph. Yes, Randolph. Randolph would be his official name. I'd take him to an arena and ride him for a little fun. Then we'll go to my favorite restaurant. I can get my favorite meal, and Randolph can get grass with a side of apple slices. After that, I'll show him around, introduce him to my family, neighbors, and friends. Once he's settled into my neighborhood, we can head to my house to rest. I bet he'll love my room. I know ponies are smart, so the next day I'll start teaching Randolph to read and write. If he's going to live with me, he should be at least a little civilized. I'll also teach him manners and maybe even how to talk. Once he can do those things, I'll enroll Randolph in my school so he can be with me all the time. He can learn some math there too. Slowly, I'll get him used to human food to save me the trouble of bringing in fresh hay every day. Mom would not like that. When Randolph is older, he can use his reading and writing skills to become a best-selling author. I could be his publisher. His #1 book would be To Pony or Not to Pony. He'll become a celebrity. He can also pursue an art career, making artwork by dipping his hooves in paint and stepping on a canvas. We can sell his paintings for billions and trillions of dollars. Well, maybe not that much. He'll get all the profit either way. Randolph would be the best pony ever. Even with all the work I'll have to put into it, having a pony would be worth all the trouble in the world.
My name is Mackenzie Wood. If I had a pony, I would brush her curly mane, I would ride her day and night, and sometimes in the rain. She would prance and gallop and trot with such grace that I'd have to stop to stroke her soft, perfect face. If I had a pony, she'd have long, soft hair to keep her warm and cozy in the cold, cold air. She would have a beautiful white coat that had a little bit of gray that sparkled like snow on a cold winter's day. If I had a pony, her bushy tail would be a light-colored peach that almost looked like sand on a California beach. She would have bright blue eyes that shined like glitter, and the first time I saw her, my heart began to twitter.
If I had a pony, we'd visit the Galveston sand. We'd even ride a ferry and trot along the strand. I would ride him all the way down to the Pleasure Pier. It would be so fun, we'd want to go each year. If I had a pony, San Antonio's where I'd ride. Down on the River Rock, there'd be shade for us to hide. We'd visit the Alamos historic battle site to see where Texans fought with bravery and might. If I had a pony, Houston would be our destination, home of the Astros, the best in all the nation. We would gallop to NRG for the world-famous rodeo to see the ropers and riders put on an amazing show. Even after this long ride, there's so much more to see. Hop on a pony of your own and ride along with me.
If I had a pony, I'd jump atop her back. I'd ride like a king, and I'd nibble on her tack. If I had a pony, I'd steal little bites of food when she wasn't looking so she wouldn't think I'm rude. If I had a pony, we'd cuddle up at night.
keeping each other warm beneath the stars so bright. If I had a pony, I would feel her silky coat, but I could never have a pony, laughing just a goat.
If I had a pony. If I had a pony, I would ride through lush meadows and hide from dark shadows. I would gallop with you through sunny trails and drink from chilly water pails. I would splash through clear blue streams and try to have pleasant dreams. I would feed you extra corn and hay so that together we may happily play. I would brush your shiny mane as well as spending time to train. I would teach you to ride double and ride through rain-filled puddles. I would sit on you bareback and ride on you with western tack. I would love you like a friend and make sure you are loved until the end. Oh, the things I would do if only I had you.
I just have to say it again. Those are fourth graders. Thank you for joining us for this KHOU 11 Plus special presentation, spotlighting and celebrating these young writers. We have a whole lot more coverage of 2023 Rodeo Houston wherever you're watching this. You can tag along with the trail rides to learn about that decades-old tradition. You can hear from students who give months of their life to complete a piece of art, and meet the volunteers who make this huge event happen every year.